Welcome back. Actually, we will be shedding light about the Associated Press that highlighted the U.S. return of the archaeological green coffin to Egypt, which was on display at the Museum of Natural Sciences in Texas after the U.S. officials determined it had been illegally acquired years earlier. The return of the green coffin is part of the Egyptian government's efforts to stop smuggling its stolen sparks. In 2021, authorities in Cairo successfully returned 5,300 stolen artifacts to Egypt from around the globe. To shed more light on the issue, we are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Mr. Ahmad Badr, our tourism expert. Mr. Badr, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you. Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas to you and to all Egyptians and to everybody.
Recovered from the United States.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
What is the history of the green coffin which Egypt had returned from the United States?
Okay. Well, the significance is the state is doing all efforts to retrieve all the stolen artifacts and pieces that were stolen from Egypt and smuggled in illegal way. So ongoing efforts to keep all these pieces and to get our right back and to get them to return these artifacts and pieces to where they belong. And that's a good step in returning even more important pieces, things like the Rosetta Stone and the head of Nefertiti and many other artifacts and pieces that were smuggled from Egypt through history.
Yes. Sir, actually the Egyptian government has made great efforts in order to recover its smuggled antiquities. How many pieces have been returned so far, and how do you evaluate these efforts, and what more do we expect?
Well, there are so many pieces that were smuggled. The known number is somewhere around maybe 4,000 or 5,000, but there are many more other pieces that were smuggled without knowing or without counting. These are the pieces that we knew, and we could locate them all over the world, even with museums or art galleries or with collectors. But the pieces that were smuggled without knowing about them are much more than this. You know, Egyptian history and Egyptian civilization is always and will be always a point of great interest for all the world, and so many places and museums and collectors will pay millions, even more than millions, to have one of these pieces with them.
Yes.
In their collection. So definitely we have many pieces, thousands of pieces, and the Egyptian government, Egyptian state is not standing still in this all these stolen pieces, but they are doing great efforts to retrieve them back, which is something we have to say that great effort, and we have to thank everybody involved in this great effort, from the Ministry of Tourism to the Ministry of Antiquities to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and to all the people involved in it.
Yes. So what are the most important pieces recovered to Egypt after being stolen or smuggled abroad?
Well, this is the green coffin, and there are other golden coffin that was also retrieved a while ago, some months ago, and some other pieces that are still the most important ones are still out there, but there are so many efforts to retrieve them back. Hopefully we'll see them again where they belong.
Sir, also we have many Egyptian obelisks widespread in a number of countries all over the globe. Do you believe that it's possible to have some of these obelisks back, or how do you see this?
There are many talks with these governments and these states to see these pieces back. The problem is so many of them were stolen from Egypt hundreds of years ago, something like the stone, something like the head of Nefertiti. At that time, there were no laws to control the belongings of these artifacts, so they are always saying that they were illegally taken out from Egypt, and you didn't have anything to stop anyone from taking them. And so this is the problem with them. But there are the efforts continues, and hopefully one day we will get them back. I know it will be a hard and long process of investigation, but at the end, it is our right to get these pieces back.
Yes. How do you see the importance and the significance of the retrieval of these artifacts, especially the green coffin and other artifacts, especially during the past few years, to Egypt?
As we said, it's part of the ongoing process of getting all these pieces back to Egypt. So any piece you get, it helps the big and greater effort of retrieving all the other pieces again. So whatever the piece you're retrieving back, it will add up to the efforts, ongoing efforts to retrieve all the other pieces.
Yes, indeed. Yes. Mr. Badr, also we are expecting, and the whole world is expecting, the inauguration of the Grand Egyptian Museum. So how do you see this very important event that is expected to take place here in Egypt, and the importance of this major and significant inauguration on the Egyptian tourism sector?
Yes, as you said, the whole world is anticipating and waiting for the grand opening of the Grand Egyptian Museum. It's been one of the most important places in Egypt, even before opening, and everybody's asking when is it going to open. Definitely, it will be a great add to the Egyptian tourism map, with exhibiting all the treasures of King Tutankhamun once for the first time, and definitely it will attract so many tourists, whether they were here before or new ones, to come and see this great place. And definitely it will be covered by all media around the world, which will give Egypt great media exposure and great marketing and media and
indeed.
Exposure to the world,
Yes, indeed. Mr. Ahmad Badr, our tourism expert, thank you so much for your precious input, and Merry Christmas again.